Here is what I would pack in my hospital bag if I was to have another baby today. I'm Jenny, first-time mom to twins Max and Harry. I gave birth to them via C-section in November 2021, and I way overpacked. This is understandable. I had never had a baby before, but if I was to go through another pregnancy and birth, I would pack so much less. If I was going to have another baby, I would definitely do another C-section, so a couple of these items will be related to that, but in general, this list will be the same whether you have a vaginal or C-section delivery. First, I would bring my purse. In my purse, it's very minimal. I have my wallet, insurance card, credit cards, ID, and I have my planner and my car keys. Those are all essentials. Next, I would bring my pump, the pump supplies, my nipple cream, and a couple of nursing bras. If you are a first-time mom and you have no idea how to use a pump, make sure to bring it to the hospital because the lactation consultants there will be able to show you how to use it, and it's very helpful. I had no idea what I was doing when I first had the boys, and I loved having access to the lactation consultants when I was in the hospital. Next, I would bring a small bottle of dish soap. You're going to need to wash the pump parts, so it was nice to have whatever kind of dish soap you like. They did give me a little bit of like Palmolive or something like that, but I really like Dawn, so I would bring a small bottle of Dawn. The next thing on the list is a pillow, specifically my own very comfortable pillow. I like to have a pillow to hug at night, and my pillow is so much better than any hospital pillow that you can get. Next, I would bring a heating pad. I did not bring this originally and I regretted it. It would have been very helpful with the pain that I experienced from the C-section, and it's just nice and warm and comforting. The next item is something I think is essential for sleep, and that is a sleep mask. I use one every single night in my everyday life, so why would I not bring it to the hospital? Good question. You're not gonna get much sleep in the hospital anyways, because there's just so much going on, people coming in and out of the room, but when you can, it's nice to be able to block out all the light. So I live in t-shirts and like sweatpants and joggers in my daily life. I just don't ever really dress up. And I had bought all of these fancy nursing PJ sets that have like the nursing area for the shirt. I never wore them. I think I wore one of the pants once. I ended up just wearing a t-shirt and some pajama pants. So this time around, I'm just gonna pack that. Next up are toiletries. I would bring shampoo, conditioner, body wash, a razor, toothbrush and toothpaste, my lip balm, some extra hair ties, and my moisturizers. These are the bare bone essential toiletries for me, and this list may be a little different for you, and that's totally fine, but you're not really going to need much. Next, an item that I found to be very helpful was shower shoes. I got these cheap on Amazon. You can also just use like some plastic flip-flops, but this is really nice when you're using a shower in a hospital because, you don't know who's been there before, and it just helps to be non-slip, so I really liked having these. All of us long-haired ladies need to have a hairbrush, so I brought one of those. I wear glasses and contacts, so I would need to bring all of the essential items for that. The next item is C-section friendly underwear, and tell you a little secret, I still wear these today. They are so comfortable. Basically, it is just any underwear that's very high-waisted that will go up over your C-section wound. I found these on Amazon. They come in a 3-pack. I absolutely love them. I will link them below. Of course, we cannot live in this modern world without our phone, so a phone charger, preferably with a long cord because you do not know where the outlet is going to be. This next one is essential in my mind, and that is snacks. Dried fruit, trail mix, meat sticks, anything. This is just some stuff I had laying around the house. I would definitely recommend bringing any type of snack that you really enjoy. When you get back from the recovery room, you are going to be super hungry and you're gonna wanna eat. So it's nice to have that, especially nice for your partner as well, because you're not gonna, get your first meal at the hospital super quick. So if you're starving, it's good to have snacks. So it's time to go into a TMI moment. When you have a C-section, you are going to have a ton of gas pain. When your whole intestinal system starts back up again after you get the spinal anesthetic, you're gonna have some gas buildup, and they are going to expect you to make a bowel movement within the first 24 hours just to make sure that everything restarted correctly. So they will give you this in the hospital, but I would bring a little extra, and that's Gas X. The gas pain it's real. It's real, and you're going to need some relief. So of course you're going to be able to get some in the hospital, but I would like to have a little extra, you know, just in case. Next, I would bring ibuprofen, not this giant bottle, of course. This is all I had in my house, just a small bottle. But I would definitely bring this with just to have, you know. They give you pain medicine and all of that stuff, but this is just, you know, you never know when a headache is gonna strike, so I would bring a little bottle with me. And finally, since I do film everything, I would bring my camera and my tripod. When I gave birth to Max and Harry, we filmed everything on our iPhones. And yes, iPhone has fine quality, but my camera is so much better. So if I was going to have another baby, I would document that whole process with my camera. And then, of course, there's a few items that I would bring for the baby or babies. I would bring a couple of onesies, newborn onesies, like they're going home outfits, but you could bring a couple with if you wanted to change them into that at the hospital. I would bring a couple of whatever swaddle I was going to use at home so I could get practice with it. These are for like 3 to 6 month old babies. I don't have any of my newborn ones laying around, but I would definitely bring a few of them to the hospital just to get the baby used to it. And finally, a total requirement is the car seat. You have to bring a car seat in with you to the hospital before you can bring the baby home. They have to check it. Now let's talk about a few items that I would leave home this time around. First, I would leave home my birth plan. I had read that, oh, you should bring your birth plan with you, and all of these different videos and articles that I read. But really, you're talking with your OBGYN about your birth plan the whole time. So unless you have a lot going on with it, you should be able to not have to bring that. Next, I definitely wouldn't bring my makeup. I didn't put makeup on one time in the 4 days I was in the hospital, so I could have left that home. Next, I would leave home my nursing pads for my bra and any overnight pads. They provide all of this stuff at the hospital, and honestly, my milk had barely come in, so I didn't even need the nursing pads, so this was just a big bulky bag that I didn't need. Next, I wouldn't bring nursing PJs. Like I said earlier, I'm just gonna bring, you know, comfy pajama pants and a couple of oversized t-shirts. Next, I would leave home the non-slip socks. I didn't even open the bag. I would leave home my reusable water bottle, wipes, dry shampoo, my journal, a book. I didn't have time to journal or read a book when I was in the hospital. I was just all consumed with babies. I would leave home the receiving blankets, diapers, wet wipes for the babies, baby socks, burp cloths. The hospital provides everything: diapers, receiving blankets, wet wipes, pads for you, wipes for you, a reusable water cup, everything you need. If you have a vaginal delivery, you'll be in the hospital for like 2 days. If you have a C-section, you'll be in for a little longer. I was in for 4 days. Your list may look a little different because you might need more or less things to feel comfortable, and that's totally fine. But if I was to have another baby, this is exactly what I would bring to the hospital. I hope this list helped you, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I always answer my comments in a timely manner, and I would love to hear from you. If you would like to know more about the top baby products that I absolutely love and use every single day, I will link a video on the screen for you. And if this video was to your liking, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. I release videos every Sunday. And I will see you next week.